And we're back. Hello, everyone. Hello, Jeremy. How's work treating you today? And yes, we got 10EG with us today. That'd be nice if it were true.
Alright, time to grab a ride.
I once had to grab a ride. This was, of course, back in Nom. It's a right on through. I'm gonna fight it through and through. Get you right on through. I'm gonna fight till it's poo. You got 6 skids in Walmart? That sounds like too much work. All the labor board. Sounds like Walmart or Coke could benefit from hiring more people to do the work. Jeremy, what if you were like walking around and you saw like advertisements for the PIA board? Where PIA goes into places and comments on the quality of the fecal levels and or the fecal quality within the destination.
The others will have a lot easier time getting here.
Last night was actually quiet at my work. I still had to do the stupid workarounds I've been doing every night, but you know, as far as work goes, it was decent. I didn't hate it entirely.
This looks like the old path. We're close now.
One last exchange with Anita. Via chat, attached to this entry in case anyone ever finds this. I'll never see her again. Neither will Cyan. And I've got to tell her that too.
After I put the pieces together about the swarm, there's a million things I could have done. Contemplated my own death, contacted everyone I've ever known and loved, gotten drunk, but of course, being me, I obsessed about whether or not I should text Anita. Whatever resistance is being mounted against the war machine, she's part of it. Who am I then to bother her? Would she even be able to respond? If she's dealing with the military, would her communications be monitored? But she saved me the trouble, gotta admit. I was a little disappointed when her message didn't consist of, "I will always love you." Instead, she wanted data samples from Cyan's confidential log, the one that pertains to emotional responses. Under any other circumstances, I would have refused. The very thing we had tried to keep secret for years, she wants to share it? But I sent the log, because she wouldn't have asked if she didn't need it. I can't understand why, though. Sounds like she's helping to develop an AI, but how could that possibly help the stop the swarm? Guess I'll never know. There was so much I wanted to say to her, but none of it seemed fair. I guess she has her hands full trying to save the world, and frankly, I remember that feeling. In the end, I settled for an ineffectual confirmation, hoping against hope that she would cast aside my fears. Nope. Is it as bad as I think it is? Anita, worse. Go be with your sister and tell Cyan that I said goodbye. So that's it. Untold destruction awaits. Billions of lives. My own, my family's. And yet my mind keeps coming back to Anita. I'll never see her again. Feel her touch, hear her voice. No final embrace, no closure. That desire to end things properly, that need, shames me when I think about my dithering over Cyan. I've gone over every possible scenario, every possible version of the speech, trying to predict how she'll react when I tell her. Well, when I need to tell her. But that's the thing, I can't predict her reaction for one very simple reason. She's human in every way that matters. I've got to be there for her. I've got to give her the moment she needs, just like the rest of us. It's the very thing she deserves. Hire someone in this economy? Imagine a job title called PIA Containment Specialist. Honestly, it wouldn't have been that bad, but Walmart has found an innovative way to make it inconvenient. The store manager? I don't think Walmart found that. I think the store manager found that. Honestly, just report the store manager, dude. Alright, to Joshua Ardui from Isla Perry. Subject, blast from the past. Josh, sweetie, I hope all's fine with you and your mom. We really should keep in better touch. I've taken a post in New Zealand with the program they've got for young people returning to the country. They want to be absolutely certain it's safe. At the moment, I'm making a survey of the caldera at Taupo. Blast from the past, indeed. At any rate, I don't know if you already saw the Wyoming News, Hollow, but I remember that fellow Dodd Blevins? Of course you do. Well, they finally found what became of him. I've copied the good bit below. Hugs and snogs. Isla. Spring thaw reveals body of missing man. The retreat of the winter snows is brought closer to a missing person case that went unsolved for nearly 15 years. Human remains identified as those as Dodger Dodd Blevins, who disappeared in 2046, were located at Purple Mountain inside the former Yellowstone National Park. The previously undiscovered body emerged on Purple Mountain as a result of meltwater flows in an unusually warm winter. It was discovered by federal surveyors conducting a survey of the terrain. Authorities believe the cause of death was an accident involving an antique vehicle designed for winter. Okay, so let me find it here. Hang on. So from Laura Vogel, Emissions Joyride. Okay, girl, you're never gonna guess what happened on my way home last night. First thing I heard, this sounded like a herd of killer bees escaping out of a tin can. Then there was this weird light through the trees. I was totally hoping it was aliens, but nah, it was one of those old blue spectrum LEDs looking super creepy on the snow. As it got closer, I heard some yahoo letting out his weird guttural man shriek, as if he were doing some macho primal scream therapy. You know, the with 1,000 RPMs between his legs. Said yahoo was none other than Dodd Blevins, our new director of security, or whatever his $20 title is. He was actually riding an old snowmobile. They're like 1,000 times more polluted than a combustion era car. My expert professional opinion, Blevins is a grade A douche canoe. I decided not to sick the security bot on his flabby rear. After all, he's practically our boss for the next 2 weeks. But Shells, you might want to take a bathroom break now because you're gonna lose it when you find out what I did instead. I was standing right near one of the trail signs, and I could tell Blevins was headed for me. So I reprogrammed the sign to swap the directions between Fairy Falls and Purple Mountain. Wicked, right? You'd never get a snowmobile up there. I hope he bailed that hard and had to walk back to the lodge. Guess I'll be filing my very first incident report before this whole thing shuts down forever. I should let it slide like usual, but where's the fun in the Shells? Where is the fun? So Laura Vogel reprogrammed the sign, he went up into the Purple Mountains and fucking died. And just think, Laura Vogel may have murdered him. She is definitely culpable for that murder, but
Voice of the Daemon.
that murder would not have happened if he wasn't such a douche canoe. Oh, hang on a sec, guys. Okay, sorry about that. YouTube, you'll not have really noticed anything except for like a brief blip in audio there. Twitch, sorry about that. I had to hop away because my mom called because we're currently having a situation with my dad. He is, well, his kidneys are failing and it's his own fault. He is stubborn as fuck and we had to force him to go to the hospital. But that's enough of that. I love my dad, but fuck is he stubborn. Anyway, so this Walmart has a couple of roller belts for offloading their warehouse trucks in the afternoon. The afternoon receiver has started setting the roller belts up before he leaves for the night, saving himself like 20 minutes of work and making hours of extra work for everyone else. Oh, good. Funny thing about snowmobiles, not that we call them that, not what we call them an AK, is they break down all the time. Can you let him know, or is it a situation where he knows and doesn't care? He knows and doesn't care. Alright, so here's what I recommend. Report to the afternoon receiver and explain to who you're reporting to why it's an inconvenience for everyone else. At the very least, it's been reported, and then people can't, and then, well, you know that they just don't give a fuck themselves. As an acting chief digital security officer and interim AI administrator for the Firebreak project, I hereby state to have updated the orbicular pattern on the Cyan Registry AI on 17th September 2064, according to procedure, to ensure against tampering, meddling, disarranging, or outlandish mischief of any kind. Such as with previous updates, after the source node has been activated, the remaining data nodes must be pathed to establish a flow between ancient and adjacent intact nodes to then connect with back to the source node. Okay. So we're gonna have to do that again, it looks like.
There is no blue light here. Is a spirit present, or only the Daemon?
I think it's both. But we have to find out.
Okay. So we can start here. Either we have to go that way or this way. Let's start with this way. Counterpart.
Possible security threat detected.
Okay, this one does not go anywhere useful. No, this one will not go anywhere useful. Okay. Nope. Doesn't look like that one has any. There you go. Let's go that way. I have a feeling we're gonna have to turn you anyway, so let's do this one first. Okay, nope, that's not gonna work. Not gonna work for me. Must be something really fucking easy too.
Analyzing scrutiny matrix.
Okay, that's not gonna work.
Security threat confirmed.
Okay, so none of that's gonna work. But one of these along the way here is... Okay, that leads me to that, so that's the only way that works. Okay. But if we do this, that leads to that. So we don't really have a choice there either. Okay. Okay, this leads to that. Which leads to this. There we go. Okay. We're making some progress. That's the only way that one works. We'll leave it back there. The way that one works.
Preparing countermeasures.
Prepare to counter my ass. How about that?
Recapture protocol initiated.
It worked.
Partial recovery.
Hey, Jeremy. Have a good one.
Caldera of Yellowstone Analytic Nexus online.
Spirit of the blue light. It's Aurea. Your servant. Your friend. Please tell me how to aid you.
Aurea, the Daemon is building hunter-killers. Thousands of them. Several new elite units have already been released. To counter this threat, much of the facility must be destroyed. Recapture imminent. Go to the core chamber. I will try to raid the strength. One has been exposed, but I am...
Unauthorized protocol. Return to scheduled task.
That's all we're gonna get from here.
Destroy this fortress. Is that even possible?
And what will happen to the spirit if we do?
I don't know. But I think that's the core. The
And there's
answers
a
are down
robot there.
Hephaestus. The Daemon. There's no way it left it unguarded. It's going to throw everything it has at us.
I would ask you to let Aloy and I do what must be done. And save yourself. But I already know the answer. Then lead us into battle.
Into battle we go. Let's make some arrows here. Let's knock a couple arrows.
Keep moving towards the core. Uh-oh. Whatever Cyan did, I don't think Hephaestus is happy about it.
Oh, good.
Okay, Cyan said something about restraints. Is that what the tower is for?
I was for knocking my damn shield off. Hey, what's the robot it's gonna send at us though? It's a fire claw. Alright, these guys are bitches.
The new unit that Cyan warned us about. This won't be easy.
We can't let it stop us.
Oh, okay, nice. Oh shit. Ow. Yeah, I shot its ass canister. Ow. Fuck, I can't really, like, it doesn't stay still on its long enough for me to hit its shoulder. Hang on. How did all three of those miss? Damn it. I'm glad that no more Miss Nice guy.
Another tower! Stop it from repairing the beast!
That's just what we don't need. It always has like just very like slight movements that it does, and make it really hard to fight it. Oh. Ow! What I want to know is where it got that rock. We're gonna have to go to this one here. I knocked out one of his ass canisters. Well, that didn't hit me. Fuck off.
May the blue light guide us!
There! A tower! Don't let her repair the machine!
Where's the tower? I don't see it. There it is. Finally.
Not miss again.
Boom. Finally. We fucked up its shoulder. Eat shit. Now he's on fire, which I don't think is all that useful things for what we need right now. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, There we go. I gotta actually be able to hit these shoulders. Boom, bitch. Get out the way. Fire Claw down. Damage is 1.9. Yeah, those things are scary. Okay, let's make ourselves some more arrows. There we go, we're back to full. We're good. And let's override this.
Critical threat detected. Autonomous defense is inoperative.
No!
Running our network.
Araya! Don't!
Spirit! Scion, please help me!
She did it.
Restraints destroyed. Core access attained. I am initiating a chain reaction that will destroy the compromised elements of this facility. In order to maintain Caldera stabilization, I must now transfer my command functions to the auxiliary data center. Aurea, I'm free. You must escape.
My sister!
This entire place is gonna go. Aratak. 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 Survive. Prevail. You are Banuk. What else matters?
Might just be unconscious, dude.
Aratak. She wouldn't have wanted you to die here. Let's go. Let's go!
Alright, now we get the fuck out of here. Probably be safe in this area. No.
One of those?
It's the only way! Get me up top, Aratak! Now! I need explosive ammo!
below! Above! Quick!
Great Banukai!
And then all the Banuk died in an avalanche.
Rhea is gone. What of Cyan?
She said she was transferring herself to the auxiliary center. I think she meant Araya's retreat at the end of the Shaman's Path.
Then I will meet you there for the last verse of my sister's song.
Hot. Right. We'll see that in just a moment. We're gonna take a break and we'll be back for more Horizon Zero Dawn. Don't go anywhere.